Jay Williams. And Jay, no more time for scenics on Biscayne Boulevard. It's time for the action.
And I've seen it so many times, and I've witnessed it. The scenic view can sometimes get the best of you. Let's see if that's the case tonight.
Time to go inside the greatest club in the NBA. Opening tip won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. Lowry to Butler. Here comes the screen. Jay, 44 wins for the Heat last year. For the most part, that core is in place once again.
And when I think about the core, Ed, I think about upper management. I think about Pat Riley. I think about Eric Spoelstra. I think about Mickey Arison, the consummate professionals associated with this basketball team. The year before, they did not make the playoffs. So a substantial improvement for a young basketball team.
Lowry. Oh, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Oladipo into the front court. Trailing by 4. To Butler. Over to the right side. Tucker. Gets it in the left corner. Lowry. Not that time. Tatum. His first effort off the mark. Lowry into the front court. Down 4. Oladipo to P.J. Tucker. Celtics come away with it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
And the finish at the rim.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Lowry has the basketball. To Oladipo. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping it.
Oh, big finish at the rim. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. 8-2, our score. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo. And a pass stolen by Boston. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. Butler to bring it up. Now down 6. Great pass to set it up. Brown with it up top. He'll run the offense. Fires the 3. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. To P.J. Tucker. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Brown into the front court. Leads 4. The screen sets him up for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Butler into the front court. 10-4 is the score. Victor Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Horford to Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Couldn't keep it in. Out of bounds off Jaylen Brown. Substitution being made in this one. Jay, sometimes it's not just the heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Pass stolen by Miami. Lowry to Oladipo. Had a good look there, but it's got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Textbook defense. Lowry into the front court. They trail by 1. Has a look. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 4 out of 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Brown with it up top. Down a point. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. There's the toss. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Oladipo. Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first. That one goes. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. To Richardson. Horford. Tatum cleans it up. Offensive board. The follow won't go either.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Butler. Short jumper off the mark.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Lowry. Richardson. Flushes it home. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
To Lowry. Shot from the lane won't go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jayson Tatum trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Tatum's good on the free throw. It's a 3-point play as Boston adds to the lead. Miami's got it. Butler to P.J. Tucker. They'll go to Butler down low. He was smothered and still gets it to go down. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
To Cantor, and his Cantor above the rim.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Jay, for once, Trader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
Miami with the basketball. Jimmy Butler for two. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 4. Good start.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Tucker to Oladipo. Nice pass to set things up. Lays it up and in.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Richardson. The pass set it all up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Butler to bring it up. Down 6. To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Butler for 2. Almost, but no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Celtics have it. Knocked loose. Heat get control. The drive, right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
That boy's living his best life.
Knocked loose. He'd come up with it. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Richardson, guarded by Jimmy Butler. To Marcus Smart. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Knocked loose. He'd get control. Butler. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
I got him. I got ball.
Oladipo.
Hands up. You got him. Don't let it split. Don't let it split.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good. Probing the defense. It's a big finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Schroeder with the basketball. Lead is 2. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Butler to Oladipo. Butler
I got you.
goes to the right side. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Well, he missed his first 3 from downtown, but he gets this one to go.
And it's called short-term memory. The good players don't have one.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter with the Celtics in front.